Banyamir jingmut happening barok kiseng san partai kejala halor kumno Ïakhun bat khanglat nak jing sapriang ukhinyang jingpang COVID-19 hagani kejala Lamphang Ïing Dorbar Thaw kejala ulalum da Jingialang yekekan hon kibadon hagaliang sensar bat kaliang persya Ïing Dorbar Thaw kejala Meghalaya. Yakane ke Jingialang Lamphang Ïing Dorbar Thaw kejala uba met ba lengdo ulakhat penlong hakakan riu tarik menta unaitung arajar arpo haka bledon langru usembut Lamphang Ïing Dorbar utidi Shira banakaliang kesoka Meghalaya Democratic Alliance dalam khamat menteri rangba kejala ukonrat kongkal sangma rengkat kiwedi ki menteri sorkar banakaliang persya belalam khamat da keseng kongres lawan shimbenta da kisaungut ki MLA keseng kongres latno unongyalam shim lapoi shagani ka Jingialang kiwede ki belawan shimbenta shagani ka Jingialang ki kentupru ya ki officer jeng ketanat sorkar bapher hapo ka Jingialam jong chief secretary ke jala UMS Rao Gawai na kimat bah khamat balaya tai hakani ke Jingialang kadai halo ke Jinglong jingman ke jala Meghalaya hakani ke sngi bamenta na ke jingkiu stat ke brio ke belangat haka jingpang coronavirus hagaba ke Jingialang kalaya mir jingmut halor ki ki lat kelenti banyalek persya yoni knyang jingpang bat ke jingpen kre lada uni ujingpang dang beteng ke jing sapriang stat hakani ke jala Nakaliang ki MLA ke seng kongres hakani ke sngi kila ajing mutru halor ki katto ka ni ke senjam ki ba ke sorkar Meghalaya ka dai banshim hakani ke por ke Ïakhun persya yau knyang jingpang COVID-19 bat ka wei ni ki jing ajing mut kalong ban penpau porthaino ki kerteng jong kito ki brio ki belangat yau knyang jingpang COVID-19 khnang bakan pensuk ki nong song ke jela banyada yala di na uniu knyang jingpang
Nevertheless, everything is under control, and I would like to tell the people of the state that everything is under control and things are going well. People are under quarantine. Everybody who have been traced, all the contact tracing has been completed by the government, and all who are supposed to be under quarantine are behind the doors of the quarantine centers. And therefore, from our end, we are pretty satisfied with the way that the government is handling this COVID situation in the state, except for few suggestions that we have given to the government. That is to contain the movement of people across the state. So we requested the government that the interstate movement of people, for people coming from Assam, or for people from Meghalaya going to Assam should be stopped for the time being, except for such emergency cases where the government may have to verify and examine more thoroughly to allow such people to come in or go out. For which the government has replied that yes, I think for some time now they have already stopped such movements. And therefore, we would like to see that these movements are not carried out, and no such permission should be given to people who want to come to Meghalaya from outside the state.
It is very important to understand that COVID-19 is here to stay for some time, and we cannot expect that we will continue to run away from it or block or lock down every time something happens. We'll need to adjust, we'll need to adapt, and we'll need to learn how to live with this virus. Therefore, the government is continuously working on how we could micro-manage different situations. When a case comes up or suddenly a cluster comes up, should the whole state be locked down? Should the whole city be locked down? Should all economic activities be stopped? Most probably not. So we need to find out how we could have micro lockdown strategies, individual lockdowns, how an individual's actions and behaviors could make a vast difference. So we are trying to work on a situation, and we have started this step by involving now the Rangbashnongs, the headmens, the Nokmas, where we are sharing not just information of the positive patient, but we are also sharing information about the high-risk contacts. And if the society and government and all the elected representatives and legislatures and different religious leaders and society in general can work together to ensure that we are able to micromanage the different lockdowns that we do at a micro level and really contain it to the high-risk contacts and the positive patients, I think we will slowly start to adapt and learn. And I think that is the first step. Second thing which is very important to mention is that we need to slowly and steadily start to accept this and not really stigmatize against people who could have been exposed to this, who are people sometimes working in different medical institutions, and suddenly we don't, as a society, accept them and say that they are high risk. I think it really brings down the morale of these kind of people who are working day and night to protect you and me. So I think somewhere society has to learn to accept this, and I urge through this platform, and we have discussed this today in the meeting, we have urged the Honorable Speaker also that MLAs can play a very important role in sensitizing society about how we should handle this situation, and running away from it and stigmatizing people who could be exposed to it is not the solution.